Here is we're going to be very fast here. I have uploaded on 12/12/12. I uploaded a series of 6 videos, and it was my predictions for 2013. I had already put up last year on December 31st, 2011. I put some predictions up. Unfortunately, I would say 90% to 98% have come true. So I wasn't going to do it because there were some weird remarks on it, nasty remarks, should I say, on YouTube. But I decided to do it again. So I put 6 videos up on 2013 predictions, and unfortunately 3 have already come true in less than 3 days. And I will bring that up. Unfortunately, the Connecticut, I had said, and I'm sorry to say, and it took me a lot to actually say it because I don't like getting too negative, but there are going to be more shootings, and needless to say, there have been 3 in less than 3 since Friday. There's one in Las Vegas, the Connecticut, and Newport Beach. A guy went crazy and fired 50 rounds or 50 shots in Fashion Island, and apparently there's somebody else as well who killed his father. So I hate to say it, don't go into fear. This is not a class on fear, not a lecture on fear. It's about using information and using it for your own, being proactive, okay? And this is why I'm doing these lectures. So it's up to you. We've got a book going round, actually, something didn't go round, but anyway. If you want me to send you the links, you're welcome to, for the YouTubes, you're welcome to sign it in. There's pens in there attached, and I'll send it to you. So that's one of the main predictions, and I hate to say it, you're going to see more violence in the way of people just losing it. But there are other factors in there which I will explain in the Epoch Succession. Is the book I'm trying to get out, hopefully by February. But it's really to do with people, and I said this in the video, and you can see when I uploaded it, that it was people from young as 8 years old through about 36, that they are going crazy, and there are certain mentality that they're snapping, that they're looking, some of them, a certain sector of them, are looking for their 15 minutes of fame. What are we coaching out there on TV? We're getting people to conceive and think of, how can I say this, that they need to be in front of people, that they need to be popular. I don't know if you're finding that in the children and anybody else around you, but basically that is so sad, but that's what they're going for. We're programming them to think this way, and that's what's so dangerous. Is anybody seeing that in their lives? That kind of more violence, that they're getting far more verbal and not abusive in different ways. So please be careful of that. The second, the other prediction that came on, I did say, and I covered it in different categories. Hurricanes, unfortunately, tornadoes, all of them did come true last year, F4s and F5s. You can all check that out. But what I said was the earthquakes here. And I did say that there were going to be far more earthquakes and larger earthquakes in the ocean, just opposite Orange County and towards San Diego upwards, and those are 6.3. And actually there are 2 more subsequent afterquakes. So you are seeing more activity. Don't start getting scared, just listen to the video. I'll try and put subsequent videos out later. Other than that, I also put out other videos, or will be putting out for the rest of the world, but I'm going to be more on individual countries, since a lot of the countries, I don't know why Russian Federation is suddenly very interested. They've got a huge contingent there. So anyway, I'll be putting on Europe and other areas, China, Japan, Asia, and everything else, because everything is activating, of course, Canada. So basically, the other set of videos I just uploaded about a day ago. I don't know if you saw it, but basically it was on 12/21/12. Now, who here thinks who here thinks that we're all going to say goodbye or to the earth by next week? Good, thank you. If I'm wrong, I'm dead. That's okay. So, and I don't think so, because I've been pretty accurate with my readings. There are a few people I've read for here, so that basically, it's a joke, teacher. So basically, It isn't, and I was on the radio, I go and do a radio show every 2 weeks, an international one, and we did film it, and it's uploaded, and it was quite a bit of information. But basically, who here has been feeling as if they want to, what I call cocoon, that they want to just not want to go out, that they want to be alone, and they want to be wrapped in a blanket, and they don't want to talk, and they're getting very distressed. Good, thank you for sharing. Distressed, and they're very, not exactly hypersensitive, but they're very sensitive to their surroundings. They don't want to, and they're feeling sleepy. Who here has been feeling sleepy? And not, druggy in a way, and they don't know why. It's not as if, I haven't had my vitamins, or vitamins, as you call them, vitamins. And it's not that, it's because you are actually cocooning. Now, what I am referring to on the cocooning is that it's really to do with because you are in change. The book and most of the videos that I put out, there's nearly 200, that you'll learn from, hopefully. I do teach 84 classes, which I will be hopefully teaching some classes in Oceanside in a private condo in January, late January or February, which I'll announce. Thank you. But basically, it's to do with that we not only we're having two, not exactly a trifactor, but there are two factors coming in. We are changing on an energy level, okay? And that's why we are cocooning, because we ourselves are changing. The human race, thank you, has been going through an evolutionary shift from the day it was created. And I'm not talking, no offense to the religious, the Bible, but I'm saying that it has been changing since time millennium, okay? And there are certain shifts of time, if you really want to study it. And again, I always say, don't believe anything I tell you. I don't want you to believe anything, because quite frankly, it's not me. You have to believe yourself, so go research this yourself. And that's why I say it. In the book, it'll be a huge disclaimer about that. But basically, it is to say that we are in one of those very, very crucial times when the shift, and this is what I'm saying, the Mayan shift is not about the end of the world. Okay, there was another theory to it, which is what I actually see. And it's not being announced so much out there. It was that the Mayans also saw a shift of energy. And that's what we're going through. We are literally shifting in massive energy. And what I'm seeing is, all right, who here has been feeling as if they're getting far more intuitive, other than pictures, but intuition, higher intuition, precognitive things, right? And because of that, you are actually, and what I put in the book is 3 dimensions of being interweaved into our existing dimension. Who here thinks there's only 3 dimensions? Who here thinks there's less than 5, less than 20, less than 50? There's a lot of dimensions out there.
What does that mean?
The dimensions?
Yeah.
Well, this is one dimension. Well, we'll go into the book, but basically there are different dimensions that we live in. And we exist in 3 dimensions. But how I read, Julie, is really to do with, okay, I know a lot of readers out there see, they say talk to their angels or talk to a guide or somebody who's passed on and they give them information. I don't do any of that, so you'd be warned. I'm a claircognitive, and a claircognitive is a medium communicates with people on the other side. There's a message for you in a minute, hold on. They're lined up as usual. I'm trying to fend them off because they get me off track. But basically it's a medium communicates with people who have passed on the other side, who have died, and give them messages. A clairvoyant receives pictures messages through pictures. A clairsentient receives messages through I'm feeling bad, or I feel that you're annoyed, and sometimes you can get stubborn. Is that true? No, but this lady, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you do get a bit stubborn sometimes, right? You're very, you're very highly ethical, correct?
Yes.
And with that, sometimes you just dig your feet in. They're saying, be a bit more flexible. There's a lot of things coming, great coming after February, and I'm pretty accurate, so watch it. It's a good thing, and it could be a bad thing if I tell you something happened. Anyway, so clairvoyant is pictures, clairsentient is feeling. I also get it in taste, and I get it in smell. That's the only time I hesitate, because I have to literally convert it into words, and then I'll give you what I'm reading. So that's what a claircognitive is everything. So it is like this is the way I read. Anyway, so that's what we are going to be getting, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. The dimensions are coming in, where you're going to be far more. Who's seeing more activity? And I'm talking about not ghost hunters on TV, but activity in any of your houses. Anybody? Just one? I'm seeing. Yeah, you are, right? Yes, that's activity. They are, guess what? Why? How? Let me explain. The dimensions have to change. So in order for the dimensions to be interweaved and increase in here, what happens is they have the veil, the difference between spirit world and us, okay, is thinning because of that huge change, all right? And because of that, there's more activity. A lot of people are saying, oh God, I can't get sleep because there's question.
I'm sorry, Darshini, what activity, what do you mean in what respect?
In physical presence, like you're seeing things, or being moved around in your house, things, yeah?
Everything keeps breaking, falling off my
Well, I hate to say it could be some of those, is your daughter there?
Oh, God, no, but I've got to talk to you later about you blocking them out.
Yeah.
She's going to,
I know. Well, she's very powerful though.
She is.
But the thing is, when who here who's got little children who are actually seeing them, because they get very drawn to hyper children who are far more active, and actually, isn't she?
Yeah, she's knows things she's not supposed to know.
She's
doesn't
very
really tell me where she gets it from though.
Yep, that's exactly what she is. So children see it more. They get drawn to children, and there's a huge chapter on children. And who's seeing more autistic children around? And you know why? Because they have no blinkers. They have no they are far more elevated than we are. Because they don't have structure to say, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be talking to your imaginary friend. You shouldn't be hearing that. You understand? So there's structures. Okay, we'll come to you. Have you been going through, I know that, it's usually, I always say, the mafia mothers who come in. It's your mother coming in, but have you been considering a change in your life? A decision?
Yeah.
Okay, and do you know when that is going to be? Okay, it'll be by around about March, things will start thinking. Because have you been experiencing blocks?
A lot.
Really? One, you can't lie to me, and I always joke around, it's mine. I always say that to my fiancé, and he gets worried. But basically, it's to do with the blocks are there for a reason. We trip up, and who here has been going through either legal issues or any other things that are being just hampered with all kinds of problems? Anything? I'll be surprised, yeah, and I'm afraid it'll continue only for a while because of this transition. This 12-21-12 is to do with blocks, and it's there's a huge load of videos called phase 1, 2, 3, 4. We're in phase 5 at the moment, and I've where some of the I'll give you the indications of what's going on. But phase 5 is that you need to clear all your blocks. That the legal matters in your life are going to actually, how can I say, not exactly go away, but they'll be easier to deal with after February, I'm afraid. It was meant to be over by the end of December, but they're deliberately, because remember, we don't know, but we get on our own way. Who agrees with that? All right? We know it, we think it, we do get in our own way. But you have to believe that they do know what's best for us. There's something called the candle lesson, and it's on the link so that I will send you if that's what you wish. And I've seen miracles that you've never believed. Even before you've even lit the candle. Are you still liking the candle? No, and you moved it. Julie? No?
I forgot about it. It's been several years since I've been to your candle lesson.
Okay, go visit it. You need a red candle, and you'll see some of the activity going down in certain of some of the blocks. But basically, you'll see that I've seen miracles, I'm not kidding, that I can't explain. But there are rules to it, there are caveats, and I'll send that to you. I don't want to get kind of delved into that.
I'll try not to keep interrupting you, but what is happening